Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jonna. This is Jonna OMG. Today I'll be reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac, child. We are on season 8. This is episode 4. Let's go ahead and get right on into this review. Let me start off by saying, one, I am not here for the allegations that Nneka was making about Wendy and her mom and the shrine and the voodoo and all of that. I'm really not here for it. It doesn't feel believable to me. It feels like a reach. Like somebody's trying to find her storyline, I don't know, or trying to stir up the drama, being the new girl on the scene, I don't know, feels like a reach. However, in this episode, I really wish Wendy would have held herself, would have explained herself a little bit more thoroughly, or just disbanded the allegations that Nneka was making. I feel like she should have did a better job in that. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and get right onto it. So we do start this episode off with Nneka. She's picking her husband up, Ike, from the airport. He travels, I think she said like twice a month for work. He's a traveling physician, I guess. So I'm not sure where he's traveling to. Probably different places each time. Anyway. So move on to Karen, and she is planning a pickleball tournament or just a game with the ladies and their significant other. So Karen calls, she invites Nneka to play pickleball. But yeah, I'm really wondering, like, when did pickleball get so famous or so popular? Like, when did people start playing pickleball? I don't understand when it came on the scene. I feel like out of nowhere, everybody's like, pickleball. Anyway. Is it like Foursquare? I guess. I played Foursquare in school, so if it's like that, I get the concept, but I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember who Nneka was talking to, but she was basically saying that Wendy felt some type of way, that she was interacting with the girls, and I'm like, when did all of this happen? Because then you say you didn't know Wendy. Wendy said she didn't know you, but apparently Nneka heard it from her cousin's baby daddy auntie. I don't know. It just feels like a reach. Then Nneka's husband apparently went to college with Eddie. So they were like Facebook friends at some point. And then all of a sudden Eddie unfollowed the man off Facebook. I don't know. It just feels like somebody lying, clearly. But I don't know why it just feels like Nneka is just trying to stir the pot. And I guess this is the way to like stake your claim on the show so they can call you back next season. Stir the drama now, girl. I don't know. Somebody putting the bug in her ear, but is it the right one? I don't know. So Giselle and Robin are meeting up for drinks. So, you know, Giselle and Robin had that podcast, Reasonably Shady. So they were doing a live showing, I guess, in Atlanta. One showed up to the scene, honey, and one had some choice words for Miss Giselle, honey. So I guess Robin wasn't privy to this conversation. So Giselle said that, you know, one was basically upset with her, and he kept iterating that he did not have sex with that woman. But I'm like, he also wasn't super specific on who that woman was, right? Because we seen him in pictures with a couple of women, right? So you put two and two together. So Robin tells Giselle about the information that Nneka had shared with her about Wendy's mom submitting her name to a shrine and all the quote-unquote voodoo mess and putting the hex on her, all that stuff, which, again, doesn't sound really believable to me. But, of course, Giselle is, like, all on board with it because she ain't cool with Wendy anyway. So, of course, she gonna believe it. So Robin feeding it to the right one. And I don't know why it's not sitting well with me, because I guess because I wanted them to be much cooler, or I wanted them to be allies, since they're both from the exact same tribe in Nigeria. Like, y'all did not have to go into this being enemies. I don't know. So Candace is with her mom, child, and she's talking about the tour and how much out-of-pocket expenses she's having to put up front. So she said that her first tour was basically like a promotional tour. Like, it was basically just to get her name out there as a new artist, you know, blase, blase. But now the second tour, I guess it worked in her favor, because she's now booking more cities, but the bulk of the expenses have to come out of her own pocket. So of course her mom was like, well, you know, what is Chris doing for money? Like, what is Chris doing for moolah? How is he contributing to this household or your tour expenses? And all I heard Candace say was he was doing some virtual cooking classes and no. She said virtual cooking classes and some private chef events. And her mom was like, does that make money? Like, is it lucrative? And Candace was like, well, you know, look at this house. Look at the house. And I'm like, yeah, girl, like, okay, I'm sure. Do the husbands get a check from Real Housewives? I wonder about that. I need to investigate. I wonder, does he get a little check from being on the show? But I mean, valid question. Can that virtual cooking classes supplement the tour expenses or Candace's lifestyle? Can it? We want to know. Candace's mom does ask about Robin, and Candace just feels like Robin doesn't hold Giselle accountable for like her actions, like especially the slander that Giselle had last season for Chris. Like, she felt like Robin wasn't holding Giselle accountable, or to maybe not accountable enough. Maybe, I don't know, to what level Candace wanted her to hold her accountable. But, you know, Candace's mom gave her good advice. She was like, you know, don't hold grudges. Like, it does nothing for your skin. I added that last part. So, child, we have arrived at the pickleball game, and it is kind of like a four-square tennis. That's my interpretation of pickleball. Never played, but just looking at the layout, looked like four-square tennis. So, so Karen is moving on up from Mia. You know, they went from the handshake. Now they're at air kisses. She gave her a little toot toot, and that was it. I don't even think it was a full hug involved. Karen is funny, y'all. Karen really kind of is my favorite on Potomac. Everybody else really kind of gets on my nerves, but Karen, she funny. She is witty. Y'all, can y'all believe it? One showed up to the pickleball game. Can y'all believe it? Now, he's not getting a hand clap from me, but I'm glad he came. Especially because you know you was going to be in the hot seat. Well, you've been in the hot seat. It's good that you show your face and let you know, put up your front, the I don't care front. You know, him and Robin are on their way. We don't care. We don't care. Mia brought up a very valid point, though. She's like, well, what else he gonna do? He doesn't have a job right now. Ooh. Now, Mia, not too soon now. Not too much, Mia, because neither do you. You nor Gordon are working right now, so not too much. Something that I did notice that Eddie went around, shaking everybody's hand, but he did introduce himself to Nneka's husband as if he didn't know this man. So now I'm like, okay, do they know each other? Do they not? Is Eddie just putting up a front? Is Nneka and her husband putting up a front to some scheme? I don't know. It just feels weird. But he definitely introduced himself to that man like he ain't never met him a day in his life. But Wendy and Nneka did the same thing at Ashley's housewarming party. Y'all, it's some fishy going on. And then it begins. So somebody, I think Candace, asked if Nneka and Wendy are cool since they cleared up the misremembered situation from Ashley when she was basically trying to be messy. That's really all you can really say. So Nneka said that she is aware about the rumor that Wendy's mom put her name in the shrine. The whole voodoo thing. And then she ended up calling Wendy a B word. I was like, whoa, Nneka, where is this coming from? I didn't even understand how it went left, child. Wendy said her mom don't worship anybody but Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior himself. So I don't know. But I really do wish that Wendy would have did a better job in like watering out this fire, because I don't know, because then out of nowhere they were still talking about it. She was like, who I do want to hash things out with? Mia, let's come over to the side. But it's like, girl, we were still over here trying to figure out the you and Nneka voodoo shrine situation, and then you went over here talking about you want to hash it out with Mia, and it's just like, huh? We still over here. When did you? Yeah, I was confused. I mean, these rumors are damaging to your family, girl. Like, especially because they're circulating around that whole, like, Ibu thing, right? What's it called? Umbu? Ebo? Right? So, you would think you would want to, like, dispel the rumors, but She wanted to hash it out with me, chat. So her and me, I guess they agreed to move on. It was very short, so I don't really know what the resolution actually was. But anyway, then Facebook Gate came out. So Mia had went and approached Eddie, like asked Eddie if he knew Nneka's husband and were they Facebook friends. And Eddie went over to the guys. He was like, didn't I just meet you today? And Ike was like, so you wouldn't follow me on Facebook? So we were never friends on Facebook? Eddie didn't say a thing. Eddie was very quiet. He kept saying, I just met you today. I just met you today. But did you follow the man on Facebook? That's the question. And he couldn't answer the question. It was so weird. Like, Wendy had to intervene, which made it even weirder. I'm like, okay, why is Eddie not answering this question? It's yes or no. Were you friends with the man on Facebook or not? So it felt like Eddie didn't want to get caught up in a lie. So it made Eddie's responses made me think that they were Facebook friends at some point, because he was giving guilty. Okay? Yeah. I'm sure, though, this will not be the end of Facebook Gate. We will hear it beyond. But, y'all, that is it. That was the end of the episode. It was all right to me. I'll give it a 6, 6.5. I'll be nice. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. What do y'all think about Wendy and Eddie? Like, who will we believe in? Are you team Wendy and Eddie, Nneka and Ike? Like, obviously somebody lying. Who is the snake? That's what I want to know. Let me know your thoughts. Catch you next time.